Hello. Today's the day. Today's the day. We're reading First Become Ashes all day. It's gonna be a 24-hour reading vlog. I'm just so excited because oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, woke up a little late, but honestly this book is super short. I still have to go get ready. I have to go close out the other vlog I was filming. So I'm gonna do all that and then I'm going to come back here. I'm gonna be like, hey, this is what this vlog's about. This is what we're doing today. For 24 hours we're reading the new Szpara book. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this book for just, it feels like forever. Also, I peeked a little and looked at the acknowledgements and I'm just gonna, can we just like acknowledge what a flex it is. He says to Drary, but not to JKR. Like, bitch, yes, bitch, yes, yes. Yes, also, it's dedicated. And the dedication says we're going on a fucking quest and just like, yes, yes. I'm here for it. Okay, alright, I'll see you in a second. Okay, what are we doing today? I'm not dressed yet because you're gonna follow me through the day because I am doing a 24-hour reading vlog for one of my most anticipated books of the year, First Become Ashes by Szpara. I feel like I've been waiting for this book for a year. It hasn't been a year. I read Docile back in June or July, so like it hasn't been a year, but I've just been anticipating this one for ages. I'm gonna read you the back of it and then we're gonna talk about the vlog a little bit and then I'm gonna go get ready for the day and do some reading. I think I'm gonna take a bath. I'm going to try to well, you know what, let me read the back of it and then I'll explain when and how often I'm gonna try to update. For 30 years, the Fellowship of the Anointed isolated its members, conditioning them to believe that pain is power, that magic is suffering, that the world beyond the fence has fallen prey to monsters. But when their leader is arrested, all her teachings come into question. Those touched by the Fellowship face a choice. How will they adjust to the world where they were taught? How will they adjust to the world they were taught to fear? And how will they relate to the cult's last crusader, Lark? For Cain, survival means rejecting the magic he and his lover suffered for. For Darren, the cult's collapse is an opportunity to prove they are both worth as much as their anointed brother. For Kelvin, Lark is the alluring embodiment of the magic he's been seeking his entire life. But for Lark, the Fellowship isn't over. Before he can begin to discover himself and heal a lifetime of traumas, he has a monster to slay. Yes, there are trigger warnings in this book. So let me share that because this is going to be a mostly spoiler-free vlog. I will probably have to reference things that happen in the first 100 pages. So if you don't want any spoilers, yes, but things that happen in the first 100 pages might be these triggers. I don't know. I also don't want, if like me being excited for this book gets you excited, I want you to know going into it what the trigger warnings are because this book and Docile, Szpara's other book, heavy on the trigger warnings. Like, keep those in mind. So, First Become Ashes contains explicit sadomasochism and sexual content, as well as abuse and consent violations, including rape. So just heads up, these books are not for everyone. They fill a very particular, or like, they scratch a very particular itch for me. I love them. I think Docile was amazing. One of my favorite books of the year. Not a book that I gift to people, but a book that I like wish I could gift to people, but I don't know if people would be comfortable reading that. I think it's a book you should pick up on your own. But I'm so excited for this one. Yes, 24 hours. It is now... It is 10:41, so I will try to be done by 10:41 tonight, which I easily can. It's like 300 pages. It's not a long book. It's not a long book at all. There are, more importantly, 33 chapters. So in 24 hours, how many chapters would I have to read every hour? Let's do that math. A chapter an hour, more or less, like a chapter and a half. So we're gonna aim for like 3 chapters an hour, basically. Ideally more. Like, I'm so excited for this book. I probably won't be able to stop myself, but I do have things I do need to get done today, unfortunately. Fortunately. And I do work tomorrow, also unfortunately. But yes, how often am I going to try to check in? I'm going to try to check in every 5 chapters or so, give or take. Like I said, I want to be able to freely reference the first 100 pages of this book. So that for this book is the first third. So consider it spoilers up until page like 100. Yes, I'll try to be very careful with my spoilers, and like I don't want to give this book away and make it, you know, not an experience for you if you also want to read it, but I want to be able to talk about it as freely as I can. I don't know if I'm going to do a review portion in the vlog, separate from the vlog. I don't know. I will see how I feel about the book. I feel like it's going to be one of those books though that I just like sit there going like, oh my god, it was amazing, and like won't have anything to say about it. I'm going to go take a bath, read a couple chapters, hurrah, and get ready for the day and maybe eat. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of late. I woke up kind of late. Oh, but guys, I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited. I picked this up 2 days ago and I've had to like hold off because I really wanted to do a 24-hour reading vlog for it. So yes, okay. See you in 5 chapters. It's so good. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so messed up. I think already off the bat, it's darker than Docile was. And we're slowly peeling back the layers of like just how fucked up the cult was. I wasn't expecting to get multiple perspectives, but I really like it. I'm loving the non-binary representation. So the characters, that perspectives we get, maybe we'll get more, but I don't know if we will yet. We've gotten Lark, who is our protagonist, and being in his head is so... it's hard. I'll admit it's very hard because he strongly believes in the cult and everything that he was trained in, and it is so hard to be like, you're wrong, this isn't real. Like, he's using this mind speak, right? But this is a book set in the real world. Like, it's not fantasy. Like, mind speak isn't real, but to him it is so real. And as a reader, and as someone who, like, when I read, I tend to, like, empathize with characters, even ones that I'm not, like, connected with, you know, like, I empathize with them. Like, if a character's in a bad mood, I'll feel a bad mood coming on. And it's very, maybe this is something that all readers do. I don't know. I just feel like I get really, like, pressed up close against the internal mechanics of characters sometimes. And it's very, very hard to read, like, Lark's perspective and be like, Lark, I know you're wrong. Like, I know this is not real because it can't be, but also you think it is so real that it is real. It's real to you, and it's so well done, but it is so hard. Other characters, Kane. Oof, his chapter. Oh my god. I wasn't sure how I'd feel about Kane because the description, he's like the one who betrays Lark, and even though it's like for a good reason, I was like, I don't know, are they gonna stay close? Are they gonna be friends? Like, but Kane is great. I really love him. He's great. He's one of those like side characters that feels like he could have been the protagonist. Like, he's definitely a main character, but he's not the protagonist. That's definitely Lark. But it feels like it could have been Kane's story instead, and I really like that. I like when a supporting character, even if it's a supporting main character, I love when they feel that strong. And similarly with Darren, who is a non-binary character, and I really like them. And it's interesting because I actually know someone named Darren, so I'm picturing that Darren sometimes. I'm like, no, that's not what this Darren is described as at all. So that's interesting. But yeah, I really like them too. I also like how, so the name Meadowlark, I'm pretty sure is a bird because a lark is a bird. And the name Darren is actually Welsh for bird. So that's fun. I think that's a cute fact that I keep thinking about. But yes, I'm now 60 pages in. I'm just about to start chapter 6. Really liking it. It is now, I should tell you what time it is. I should start with that, huh? It's 12:06. It's 12:06. Yeah, it's really good, guys. It's really good. It's rough though. It's brutal. It's so much. It's just so fucked up. Like this, we're starting to really get an idea of how things worked at the cult, and it's so upsetting. Just it's so upsetting. It's so upsetting. I want them to have happy endings so badly. I will say it sort of reminds me of the ending of Docile thematically. The beginning of this book feels a lot like the ending of Docile. So I'm excited to see how this progresses past the point that Docile comes to and rests on and concludes with. Obviously, it's not like the same situation at all, but it's just similar thematic elements. So yeah, this feels like a really natural follow-up to that novel. I can dive back into it. So I'm going to read one more chapter. Then I'm going to make some lunch. I think I'm going to make a little pizza. I had pizza last night, but a little pizza is different. Sorry, work is texting me and I'm just like double checking I don't need to be there. No, I don't need to be there. Okay, good. I was like, wait, shit, did I forget I was working today? Gonna eat, either make a little pizza or I'll have some bread and like olive oil, because I'm a hoe for bread. I don't know if the bread is still good though. I'll have to check that. It'll be the defining factor, and I think I'm gonna watch some Doctor Who. I really have like a craving to go back and marathon 9 through 11. Just like I have a craving for that. All right. All right. I'll see you in like 5 chapters. I'll see you in 5. Bye. All right. Update. It is 2:18. Yes. I've just hit chapter 11, so I'm just past like the 100-page mark. So yes, there will be no spoilers, even if I reference things from the first 10 chapters. We met Calvin. I love him. The description we're getting of his apartment is like, sounds like my dream apartment a little bit, because he's nerdy and has his own space to like stretch out his nerd, and I love that, and I just want that for myself. But I love him. He's a professional cosplayer. That's awesome. We also met Lillian. She uses she, her pronouns, but is non-binary, and I love that too, and I fully support her, and I think that's great. And yes, just love that this book is giving representation. It seems now that Lillian, Kelvin, and Lark are going to go on a quest. They're going on a fucking quest, man. I'm so excited. It's happening. It's happening. Okay. See you in another 5 chapters. Okay, it's like 7:30. I'm only just finished chapter 15. The book is 100% living up to what I want it to be, and it's amazing. But I'm like mentally just like faltering, and this might end up being a 48-hour reading vlog and not 24 hours. So if that happens, I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen. We'll see how much further I get tonight, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna end up having to be 48 hours. So, I mean, you'll know based on the title of this video, right? So you'll have known this before I came to the realization, which is fun, but really enjoying the book. I really love Calvin. He's a character that reminds me a lot of Zachary from the Starless Sea, and in the same vein also kind of reminds me a lot about myself. He's a character who is just so desperately believing in magic and in the possibilities therein, and just wants it so bad, and wants to believe and believes, and just like, yeah, like I get that so hard. That speaks to me on such a deep level. This book is so good. Really like Kane's character. Kind of wish we had more of Darren's perspectives. At this point we've only gotten 2 chapters from them, and I'm hoping for more because they have a very different perspective on everything that is happening, and I think it's going to be very, very illuminating to keep watching their perspective. I think that's all I have for updates now. A thing did happen that I'm like, oh, this complicates things in a really interesting way, and I'm curious to see, you know, the result of that. No spoilers, but it actually kind of it might, I guess I should say, it might contradict one of the things I said earlier in this video in a surprising way. I trust KM Szpara to handle it though, so we'll see how it turns out. We'll see. Okay. I'll see you in another 5 chapters. I will definitely get at least another 5 chapters done tonight, but I might not get much more than 5 more chapters done tonight. We'll see. All right, see you soon. It's like 9:30 on Sunday. This is definitely gonna be a 48-hour reading vlog. There's no way I finished the book in an hour. I have to leave for work in like half an hour, so that's also a factor. I'm on chapter 22. This book is so good. My heart hurts for the characters. It's so good. I will say, unrelated to the book, I'm having not a great day. I was triggered yesterday. Still being affected by the just like results of it. Has nothing to do with the book, but just my mood, the space I'm in right now, is affecting how much I'm reading, which is not very much right now. So it's gonna be a 48-hour reading vlog. Sorry. I really wanted to do this in 24 hours. Other thoughts on the book. Objectively, First Become Ashes is a lot better than Docile. I think the story is a lot stronger, a lot more important, a lot more powerful. But Docile was also like, had some like catnip in it or something, because I was reading that thing like I was like fevered. Like there's a longer book and I think I read it in like 12, like I just like all I could do was read. And while I'm loving First Become Ashes and it's definitely gonna be a 5-star read, it doesn't have that like catnip aspect to it that Docile did. So yes, still loving it. Still a big fan of Szpara. Still an amazing read. I think if I were to recommend one or the other, I would recommend First Become Ashes, though I think it is a much stronger book. I'm not done with it and I still think that. So yes, I will see you guys in a couple chapters. Probably won't be till after work. I'm not going to take the book to work. I'm going to take my other read to work. I just want to read First Become Ashes at home because I want to be able to vlog if I need it. I don't feel comfortable doing that at work. Okay. See you tonight. See you tonight. We're gonna fudge the numbers a little bit. I know it's a 48-hour reading vlog, but I got home, I wasn't feeling well, this morning, and now it's like actually coming up on like the 48-hour mark, but we're gonna pretend / not count the hours when I was working because I literally couldn't read. I'm cheating, I'm sorry. I'm nearly done with the book. It's just about 10 o'clock on Tuesday. It's nearly done. Sorry, I think it's quite blurry. I have 11 chapters left. I'm literally gonna go sit down, read, take the camera with me so I can vlog as I go, and just talk about it. I did want to mention, I really appreciate how, like, on a really you can read this book and like analyze it on a really meta level about storytelling and whatnot, because it's kind of like Lark is the main character in a quest and Kelvin is kind of like a side character, and I really appreciate that we get to see Kelvin's trauma because of this quest. Like, he's having a time of it, and I feel like even though in a lot of fantasy books we see the side characters go through trauma, it's not acknowledged to the same degree as this book is kind of allowing it to be acknowledged and showing how important it is. And I really appreciate that, and that's what I wanted to say about that. I'm gonna go, I gotta put glasses on, I gotta just go sit down, I might have something to eat, and I'm gonna read, and I will check in. I'm on chapter 23. When I finish chapter 5, I will check in again. All right, see you soon. Okay, there's a phone number in the book, and I have to call it. I have to see what it's for. I'm using the home phone, because I don't want spam coming to my phone, but like, do you ever do this? If there's like a phone number in like a show or a book, you try to call it and see if it's like an Easter egg for something. So let's see. It's ringing. Oh, it's just a spammy call. I had to try. Yeah. Anyway, that was it. But yeah, I had to try it. Like, it would have been kind of fun if it was like some sort of Easter egg. I don't know for what, but for something. Okay. Okay, it's 10:30, so we're coming up to what would have been the 48-hour mark, but like I said, we're fudging it a little bit. I'm so sorry. I wish my health was better so that I didn't have to fudge it. It's really good, guys. Chapter 26. It's so good. I want to just like sit here and finish reading it, but I am getting hungry and I'm like, shit, should I take a break and eat? But I really just want to finish the book. So I don't know, we'll see. Things are definitely coming together. I'm really curious to see what the conclusion is going to be. The characters all seem to be, their arcs are concluding, right? I think we just got the final Cain chapter. Maybe not, maybe we'll get another. But yeah, everyone feels like they're just one step away from being at the end of their story. So just really curious to see where it's going to like physically end, because I just don't know where that could be. I trust it. I trust the book to take me. This is definitely gonna be a 5-star read, unless the ending like fucks it up somehow, but I don't think it can. So yes, that's my short update. I want to just finish it. I want to just finish it, even though I'm getting hungry. I'll finish it and then I'll eat. Right? I can finish it and then I can eat. Okay, that's the plan. That's the plan. Okay, so it's 11 o'clock, so actually not going to be having to fudge it too much. I have 3 chapters left. It's getting me in the feels, man. It's getting me in the feels. It's so good. I don't want to spoil it. But it is really good. It's living up to everything. For a short book, it's packed a lot in, and the pacing is just like the chef's kisses. It's so good. If you've been watching my videos for a bit, you know that I have like a thing about pacing, and pacing not done well just like takes me so far out of the story. But this one is doing it so well. It's moving really quickly and balancing things nicely. And I was wrong, we did get another Cain chapter, so that was nice. I think Cain might be my favorite perspective. I really like his voice. I really like all of the perspectives, but I really like Cain's voice. He's very, very comfortable. Even though I feel the most similar to Kelvin, Cain is a very comfortable voice to read. I will check in again when I finish 3 chapters. 3 chapters! And this is still pretty much a 48-hour reading vlog, like just shy of like maybe like half an hour. So I'm proud of that. Okay, I'm proud of that. It's such a good story about healing and also about magic. And yeah, it's a heavy book, guys. It was so heavy. There was a lot. There were so many good messages. There were so many good moments. There's a lot in the final chapters that are just so cathartic. Yeah, 5 stars. 5 stars. I think I mentioned that objectively, this is a much better book than Docile was. And I totally stand on that. I think this is a stronger story. It's a stronger characters. There is like a meaning in Docile, right? There's a deeper meaning, but I think that the deeper meaning in the arc of this novel is a lot stronger than in Docile. I do think I personally prefer Docile, just because I did have that like experience of like just feverishly reading it. Like I was obsessed for like a good day. And I do love First Become Ashes, and 5 stars, all the way 5 stars. Keeps convincing me that Szpara is one of the best authors out there right now, and it's just so good. So yeah, that's how I sit on it. I loved it. It was so good. No disappointments here. Definitely check it out. I don't know if I'm gonna do a proper review. I'm gonna like sit on it and think about it, because I don't know. Again, I don't know what I would say, except it was so good. You should read it. Yeah, probably not gonna have like a proper review, but maybe I'll change my mind. Again, the trigger warnings, definitely don't ignore them. There is a lot of heavy stuff. There is a lot of graphic stuff. If you're triggered by rape, by consent issues, by violence, by abuse, yeah, be careful, right? Be careful with this book. I do think it's a book worth reading. I think Szpara writes in a kind of niche because it is very gay and very explicit, and both positive and negative depictions. And so that kind of makes the books niche, which is a shame because both First Become Ashes and Docile are amazing books. And I wish they got more recognition from readers, you know. So, I mean, I'll probably be like mentioning this book throughout the rest of the year because it was so good. It was so good. It was so good. More people need to read it, like ASAP, okay? I think people will love it if they actually sit down and read it. So good. I don't mention it, but like the language Szpara uses, it's not particularly flowery. You know, it's not like let's compare it to V. Schwab. Like her writing is very flowery and it's lovely, but it is very like poetic on purpose. He is a lot more directly saying what he wants to say, but he does it in a very clear way. Like it's not sparse, but it's every word, it seems very carefully chosen and is very direct. Like descriptions are just exactly what they need to be, and they're just very, very concise and like perfect because of it. And I didn't mention this before, but it is something that I feel like you don't necessarily realize as you're reading, but if you take the time to look at it, it does. It feels very, very perfectly written. I feel like the dialogue too really benefits from this because there's not extra dialogue, you know, there's nothing said that doesn't need to be said, and there's nothing that feels like it's missing. This, I think, is a little more prevalent in Docile, because I think there are fewer characters in Docile, right, than there are in First Become Ashes. So I think the sparing use of dialogue, or the careful use, it's not really sparingly, but the careful use of dialogue in Docile is a lot more clear. But he is a really great writer. Definitely going to continue to do great things. I can't wait. His next book is about a vampire, so fully support that. You know how I feel about vampires. But I think this is where I'm going to wrap up the vlog. 48 hours, just about, like over by half an hour. So I'm really proud considering I really have not been feeling well. So haha, good for me. Also, I'm sorry, is the footage blurry? I try really hard to focus it, but the camera doesn't focus as it records. So you have to focus it ahead of time. Unrelated. So yes, I'm going to wrap up. This is the end of the vlog. Thank you for sticking around. Seriously, can't recommend First Become Ashes strongly enough, or Docile. They're both amazing books. They're both fantastic books. I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys next time. If you liked this video, if you want to talk about books, subscribe, comment down below. Let's chat. I'm not super active on Instagram right now, just because it's too much for me to handle. Not because of what's happening on Instagram, just because I have a very limited capacity of what I can handle at any given time, and only one social media platform at a time right now. But yeah, goodbye. I'll see you guys soon.